Slow science, soft stories, peaceful nights. Welcome to Lina's Night Lab. We assume humanity is Earth's first advanced civilization. But what if the chemical fingerprints hidden in ancient rock and ice tell a completely different story? From buried nuclear signatures to synthetic anomalies, the geological record suggests we might just be the latest in a long, forgotten cycle of planetary engineers. Scientists have uncovered an impossible anomaly hidden deep underground within 65-million-year-old geological strata. Tiny globules of uncommon metals are dispersed worldwide, forming a distribution map identical to the fallout from contemporary atomic bomb tests. Yet, these tiny particles are older than humanity by an unfathomable margin. We constantly assume our species was the pioneer, the initial life form to harness atomic energy, forge metals, consume fossil fuels, and modify the global climate. However, could that assumption be completely false? Imagine if highly developed societies thrived on Earth long before us, only for the passage of deep geological time to wipe away all physical proof of their presence. Today, we dive into data that flips our understanding of planetary history upside down. We will look into missing atomic footprints, analyze puzzling extinction events, and uncover the reasons behind massive baffling blanks in the paleontological archives of our world. Get ready, because our exploration is officially starting right now. To kick things off, let's travel back to the year 1980 with a geologist named Walter Alvarez. While carefully studying Italian rock formations, he stumbled upon a truly mind-blowing anomaly. Sandwiched right at the divide between the Paleogene and Cretaceous eras was a narrow clay strip. This specific clay layer held iridium concentrations 30 times above the usual baseline. Since this particular element is incredibly scarce on our surface but plentiful in space rocks, it completely flipped the script on how we view mass die-offs. Ultimately, this massive iridium spike became the smoking gun for the asteroid collision that wiped out the dinosaurs 65 million years ago. Yet, the most captivating takeaway for researchers was the sheer clarity of the geological footprint left by one sudden disaster. This profound realization triggered an unsettling thought. If a single massive asteroid leaves such an undeniable mark after 65 million years, what footprint would an advanced technological society leave behind? And more importantly, would we even recognize it? This questioning birthed the Silurian Hypothesis, taking its name from a classic Doctor Who monster race. This concept explores if industrial societies rose before humanity, leaving clues so faint or altered by deep time that we simply missed them. Just consider the sheer overwhelming magnitude of geological time. If our current industrial society survived 10,000 years before vanishing, that run would make up just 2/10,000ths of 1% of Earth's 4.5 billion year lifespan. Trying to spot evidence from such a tiny window is like hunting for one specific page in a 4 million book library. Still, the clues really ought to exist. Every single industrial society must burn energy, shift atmospheric chemistry, and generate waste outlasting physical buildings. These footprints lock into the planet's permanent memory, stored in sediment beds, ice cores, and stone strata. The real challenge, however, is identifying them. It is easy for us to spot modern pollution because we are currently making it. We dump carbon dioxide into the sky, spread microplastics globally, and generate radioactive isotopes lasting millennia. Geologists of the distant future would easily spot our planetary impact. But what if ancient societies used entirely different tech? Imagine they tapped unknown power sources or engineered materials breaking down differently than our concrete and plastics. Their footprints could sit right in front of us, accidentally written off as natural occurrences. That famous iridium stripe confirms our planet locks away spectacular events over unimaginable timescales. If the ground records a single day of an asteroid strike, it should absolutely hold remnants of a society flourishing for millennia. Researchers started scanning geological archives with fresh eyes, hunting for trends pointing to ancient industry, and the clues they uncover are actively shaking up our most basic beliefs about life on Earth. To understand why, we first need to examine a massive puzzle hidden inside Earth's fossil record. Ideally, this archive would provide the full, unbroken history of life on our world. In reality, it feels more like a novel with huge chunks of pages torn away, leaving only scattered clues about unreadable chapters. While experts call these missing pieces gaps, that mild term hardly captures their mind-boggling scale. Take the Cambrian explosion, which kicked off roughly 540 million years ago. During this window, intricate life forms seemingly popped into existence out of nowhere, almost like somebody flipped a biological switch. Prior to this, the planet mostly hosted basic single-celled microbes. Immediately afterward, the seas were packed with animals featuring complex body plans, protective shells, and functioning eyes. Normally, such a massive evolutionary leap would require millions of years of slow changes. Yet, geologically speaking, this transformation occurred in the blink of an eye, leaving the fossil record completely silent on how such a huge jump happened. This explosive event is far from the only baffling blank spot. Throughout the timeline, we see numerous eras where biological progress leaps forward in abrupt, inexplicable bursts. Entire species show up, flourish, and disappear without clear reason, while brand new organisms arrive completely fully formed. Mainstream science usually blames preservation bias, noting that soft tissue creatures hardly ever fossilize, meaning we miss vital transitional links. Shifting environmental factors also mess with fossilization rates, creating the illusion of empty spaces. While these elements definitely play a role, certain missing intervals feel far too organized and perfectly timed to be random accidents. These blanks line up with massive shifts in global climates, ocean chemistry, and atmospheric makeup, hinting that forces outside standard evolution were at play. A perfect example is the Great Oxidation Event from about 2 billion years ago. Atmospheric oxygen spiked so violently that it wiped out most living things, simultaneously paving the way for new biological branches and permanently rewriting Earth's chemical rules. Researchers typically credit cyanobacteria for pumping out this oxygen via photosynthesis. Still, the exact timing and massive scope feel almost too perfectly calibrated to be purely natural. This spike mirrors the exact pattern you would expect if a highly developed society started heavily engineering the atmosphere. We spot this same motif all across the fossil record, long stretches of calm shattered by drastic events. We see catastrophic mass die-offs followed by an explosion of fresh species, alongside chemical markers pointing to huge, synchronized planetary modifications. Sure, these anomalies might just result from natural mechanisms that baffle us, since Earth's feedback loops can trigger abrupt shifts. On the flip side, they might point to a completely different reality. Imagine if these blank spots mark eras when earlier, advanced societies ruled the globe. Their massive industrial footprints could have wrecked the environment so thoroughly that they triggered widespread extinctions, leaving behind these puzzling gaps. Furthermore, the lightning-fast arrival of novel creatures could either be nature adapting to a radically new world or the direct result of genetic tweaking by an advanced intelligence. Building on that idea of hidden manipulation, the actual stone strata hide even more bizarre clues. Long after physical buildings like power plants, factories, and heavy equipment turn to dust, they leave behind lasting chemical traces. These distinct markers embed themselves into the planet's geological history, offering million-year lasting proof of industrial operations. Today's manufacturing generates unique isotope proportions that stand out sharply from natural activity. For instance, burning fossil fuels freeze carbon trapped beneath the surface for eons. This old carbon carries a highly specific isotopic mark, easily spotted in air readings and permanently stored inside marine deposits, ice cores, and tree rings. Similarly, detonating nuclear weapons forge radioactive isotopes completely absent in the wild. Future researchers will easily spot these synthetic elements in rock samples for millennia, giving them undeniable confirmation of a high-tech society thriving in the 20th and 21st centuries. Yet, this is where things get truly puzzling. Earth scientists have uncovered matching, unusual isotope patterns in stone formations millions of years older than humanity. Specifically, the Permian-Triassic border, recording the Great Dying Extinction 252 million years back, features carbon isotope proportions identical to huge-scale fossil fuel burning. The sheer size of this chemical mark points to a cataclysm pumping out as much carbon as igniting every drop of oil, lump of coal, and pocket of natural gas on the planet over a brief geological window. Mainstream science usually blames this on giant volcanic explosions or methane gas bubbling up from heating oceans. But when we examine ice cores, a completely different picture starts to emerge. By studying atmospheric samples trapped in ice for 800,000 years, researchers have spotted sudden shifts resembling massive, large-scale industrial operations. Greenhouse gas levels shoot up incredibly fast, linger at high levels for millennia, and eventually drop back to normal baseline levels. This exact cycle repeats several times in the glacial record. Fascinatingly, these spikes are always introduced by minor chemical tweaks, hinting at a deliberate, coordinated effort to manage planetary systems. Honestly, these shifts happen far too quickly and methodically for standard natural events. Then there is physical evidence on land. In Colorado, certain rock layers hold tiny titanium and rare metal spheres, neatly organized by specific eras. These orbs perfectly match the byproducts of extreme heat manufacturing, yet they sit in stone laid down long before humans worked with metal. We see the exact same metallic anomalies in deep-sea sediment cores. How these specific metals are scattered points to a massive global atmospheric release, almost as if countless factories puffed them out across multiple continents simultaneously. The ocean floor hides even more ancient industrial clues. Deep sediment layers contain artificial compounds that simply shouldn't occur in nature, appearing in geological timeframes that vastly predate human chemistry. Of course, these markers might actually have perfectly natural origins we just haven't discovered. Earth's geological machinery is wildly complicated, and we could be misreading bizarre but natural events. Still, as these clues pile up, the repeating patterns are simply too frequent and organized to brush aside. Building on those organized patterns, the proof pushes past basic chemistry and enters the bizarre world of materials that simply should not be here. When our cities collapse and our bones fade away, plastic will stand as humanity's ultimate calling card. Tiny plastic bits will stay locked inside sediment layers, giving tomorrow's geologists absolute proof that an industrial society once ruled Earth. In the wild, plastic degrades at a snail's pace. Even when battered by sunlight, extreme heat, and harsh chemicals, these fragments hang around for centuries or even millennia. Toss them into the deep ocean or freeze them in ice, and plastic could survive completely intact for millions of years. Because it lasts so long, it serves as a perfect geological timestamp. Researchers of the future will spot a sudden, massive spike in plastic particles within Earth's soil, signaling the dawn of the Anthropocene epoch. the era when human industry permanently altered the globe. However, fresh findings hint that we might not be the original pioneers of this messy legacy. Deep inside remote ocean basins, sediment cores have yielded microscopic synthetic polymer specks, buried in strata that date back millions of years before humans ever dreamed of inventing plastic. These ancient flecks share the exact same traits as today's microplastics, boasting unnatural chemical makeups and a stubborn refusal to break down naturally. Interestingly, these specks show up in distinct bands separated by millions of years, pointing to several separate boom and bust cycles of mass synthetic production. The way they are scattered across the globe strongly implies a worldwide civilization was manufacturing and utilizing them. When scientists dig deeper, the mystery only grows. Certain ancient polymer pieces actually feature molecular designs that outperform our current plastics. They were clearly engineered for maximum toughness and environmental resistance, proving their makers had a masterful grasp of material science. Meanwhile, deep ice drilling in Antarctica has pulled up similar synthetic specks trapped in layers formed hundreds of thousands of years in the past. Frozen perfectly in time, these particles keep their exact molecular blueprints, screaming of an artificial origin. Such finds turn our understanding of planetary history and material science completely upside down. We are left with two choices. Either nature has a secret trick for flawlessly copying polymers, or an earlier society mastered advanced chemistry way before humans walked the earth. The timeline shifts dramatically if these specks truly point to ancient industry, meaning high-tech societies could have risen and fallen numerous times, each leaving a unique geological footprint before vanishing. Down in Australia, rock color once thought to be weird mineral buildup turned out to be broken down synthetic pieces. These complex structures absolutely required high-tech manufacturing. Plus, carbon dating of nearby organic matter pushes their age back millions of years. Yet the synthetic stuff itself barely shows any wear and tear from all that time. This incredible preservation points to either bizarre natural quirks or production methods that make our modern factories look primitive. Ultimately, we have to face a mind-bending reality. We could be strolling right over the pulverized remains of ancient empires without a clue. Their crowning technological triumphs are now just invisible dust in the dirt, easily dismissed as natural oddities by experts who firmly believe we are Earth's very first intelligent builders. But when we dig deep beneath the surface, the dirt starts to reveal a truly unsettling secret written in nuclear code. Back in 1972, French researchers examining uranium ore from the Oklo mine in Gabon, Africa, stumbled upon a discovery-defying logic. The material showed undeniable proof of continuous nuclear chain reactions occurring naturally 2 billion years ago. Geologists now refer to these incredible phenomena as natural nuclear reactors, operating continuously for hundreds of thousands of years. These ancient sites consumed uranium fuel and produced radioactive waste, mimicking a process scientists previously believed required sophisticated human technology. While proving atomic reactions can happen organically under specific geological conditions, Oklo also established a crucial principle. Nuclear activity leaves unmistakable signatures in the geological record, persisting for billions of years. Isotope ratios from these events are so distinctive that researchers can analyze them long after reactions cease. This realization led scientists to search Earth's history for similar footprints, uncovering clues with profound implications for the Silurian Hypothesis. For instance, uranium deposits in Kazakhstan feature isotope ratios perfectly matching nuclear weapons testing fallout. These ratios sit in rock layers formed 50 million years ago, long before humans developed atomic technology. The signatures are far too precise, and concentrated to result from natural processes like Oklo. Similar nuclear weapons signatures have been found in ancient formations across 6 continents, suggesting coordinated global testing. Yet, these signatures appear in rocks predating human civilization by enormous margins. Meanwhile, deep Greenland ice sheet cores contain radioactive isotopes not occurring naturally on Earth, produced only by specific nuclear reactions requiring precise neutron flux and temperature control. Their presence suggests previous civilizations exceeded current human nuclear capabilities. Appearing in distinct layers separated by millennia, they indicate multiple episodes of advanced activity followed by complete cessation. This pattern resembles civilizations rising, developing nuclear weapons, then destroying themselves or vanishing. Pacific Ocean sediment cores contain plutonium isotopes in layers matching fossil mass extinctions. Since plutonium requires sophisticated technology to produce, its presence suggests nuclear weapons may have triggered great extinction events. The quantities are staggering, with some formations containing artificial radioactive concentrations requiring thousands of detonations. These include elements produced only in particle accelerators or advanced reactors using technology humans just recently developed. Their presence in million-year-old samples suggests predecessors achieved capabilities surpassing our understanding. This nuclear evidence correlates precisely with other geological anomalies. Periods with artificial isotopes also show dramatic atmospheric chemistry changes, mass extinctions, and synthetic materials in sediments. This correlation suggests Earth experienced multiple highly advanced civilizations, each leaving nuclear signatures before vanishing. Ultimately, the sheer precision and sophistication of these 6 signatures indicates our predecessors achieved scientific knowledge exceeding human accomplishments. Building on that incredible scientific mastery, the atomic clues are just the tip of the iceberg buried under our planet's surface. Any advanced society needs huge amounts of power to run machines and sustain booming populations. Burning through all that energy naturally shifts the air's chemical makeup, leaving unique greenhouse gas footprints in the rock long after those societies fade away. Since the dawn of our industrial age, humanity has pumped up atmospheric carbon dioxide by over 40%. This shift is happening so fast that future geologists will easily spot it in ancient ice and mud. Basically, our power habits have etched a permanent mark into the planet's climate history. Yet humanity is hardly the first to leave this calling card. When researchers examine Antarctic ice cores covering the past 800,000 years, they find something mind-blowing. Hidden in that frozen timeline are several sudden greenhouse gas jumps that look exactly like modern pollution. These old bursts feature the exact same carbon dioxide and methane spikes you get from heavy industry. The size and timing of these jumps are way too organized to be natural weather shifts. Instead, they point to globally coordinated power usage that matches or beats our current output. Every ancient pollution event lasted for millennia before dropping to normal, hinting those early builders either faced collapse or switched to clean power. Mud drilled from the ocean floor makes the story even wilder, pointing straight to ancient climate engineering. These underwater layers hold chemical proof of huge atmospheric tweaks going way past just burning fossil fuels. The chemistry hints they sprayed massive aerosols into the sky to deliberately change global temperatures and rainfall. Pulling off this weather control demands a grasp of climate science we are only just starting to figure out. The sheer size of these projects tells us these older societies were so advanced, they treated the whole sky like a giant engineering playground. Meanwhile, deep ice drills in Greenland pulled up frozen air bubbles dating back millions of years. Inside some pockets, scientists found artificial chemicals that never form in nature but act as incredibly potent greenhouse gases. Finding these means forgotten cultures invented air-altering tech for reasons we can only imagine. Fascinatingly, these synthetic chemicals show up in exact proportions, proving they were carefully designed rather than accidentally spilled. Even their molecular shapes look custom-built to trigger specific weather effects, showing their inventors had a master-level grip on chemistry and physics. In North America, rock layers preserved ancient dirt from the exact eras this sky tinkering happened. The soil chemistry reveals huge shifts in rain and heat, lining up perfectly with the gas spikes seen in the ice. Amazingly, it looks like these ancient weather control projects actually worked brilliantly. The rocks show the climate stayed perfectly steady, even when natural triggers should have caused extreme heating or freezing. It seems these tweaks kept the weather comfortable for huge populations and high-tech societies. The brilliance of this management suggests these engineers knew Earth's climate far better than modern scientists, smoothly riding out natural swings that would have otherwise caused catastrophe. Building on that incredible climate mastery, the most fascinating clues hint that these ancient builders might have tackled the ultimate planetary makeover. Our sky acts like a giant history book, capturing every massive event across Earth's 4.5 billion years of existence. Everything from asteroid strikes and volcanic blowouts to the dawn of photosynthesis and complex animals left a permanent chemical fingerprint. We find these clues locked inside ancient stones, frozen in polar ice, and dissolved deep within the oceans. This aerial archive is incredibly precise. Researchers can actually pinpoint specific ancient forest fires, single out individual volcano blasts from millennia past, and even clock the exact second organisms started pumping out oxygen. Because the data is so sharp, it should easily capture any massive air tweaking done by high-tech societies. In fact, fresh studies of old air samples uncover changes so advanced and widespread that they completely rewrite the rules of planetary engineering. Take, for instance, tiny air bubbles trapped in amber for 100 million years. These pockets reveal oxygen levels sitting 35% higher than what we breathe today. More importantly, their isotope signatures point to artificial boosting rather than normal biological activity. This specific pattern hints at a massive network of air processing tech, specifically built to keep oxygen perfectly balanced for huge populations. Pulling this off meant sucking out gigantic amounts of carbon dioxide, while cranking up oxygen production way beyond what natural plant life could ever manage. Managing the air on this level is a planetary scale feat that dwarfs anything humanity has ever tried. Meanwhile, deep ice drills from the North and South Poles reveal air samples pointing to repeated, total overhauls of the sky. These tweaks went way beyond just adjusting greenhouse gases. They altered the very foundation of the air itself. Nitrogen isotope shifts prove they massively manipulated the air's main ingredient, which requires machinery capable of processing the entire global atmosphere. It looks like they tuned the sky specifically to run advanced technology. The gas mixes in these old samples would have made combustion super efficient, upgraded material manufacturing, and stopped metal structures from rusting. Basically, the sky itself was custom-built to fuel an industrial society. Digging into ocean floor sediments uncovers even wilder atmospheric ambitions. Chemical traces point to eras when the sky held synthetic gases completely absent from the rest of our solar system. These custom molecules were perfectly shaped for specific jobs, meaning they were intentionally designed and mass-produced for global release. These artificial air components seem to have tackled several jobs at once. Certain gases trapped extra heat to keep the planet warm during natural cold snap, while others acted as shields to block dangerous solar flares and cosmic radiation from hitting the surface. Pulling off such complex, multitasking air modifications requires a grasp of science that completely blows our modern knowledge out of the water. Interestingly, these old air samples also expose some engineering flops. Certain eras display sudden atmospheric shifts followed by equally fast rollbacks, looking exactly like experimental tests that got scrapped when things went sideways. This trial and error footprint proves that even highly advanced societies had a hard time wrangling the sheer complexity of planetary engineering. Perhaps the most mind-blowing find comes from 200-million-year-old air samples containing gases uniquely structured to sustain life forms that are totally gone today. While these gas blends would be completely poisonous to modern Earth creatures, they were absolutely perfect for organisms running on a totally different biological setup. This hints that past civilizations might have terraformed the sky to suit their own alien bodies, or perhaps to sustain artificial life forms needing totally unique environments. The implications here are absolutely staggering. We might actually be staring at proof that Earth has housed multiple, completely distinct biospheres over time, with each one custom engineered by whichever civilization was in charge. Building on that idea of custom engineered biospheres, tweaking the atmosphere was likely just the beginning of their planetary makeover. Earth's history features 5 massive extinction events that wiped out most living things. Mainstream science usually blames natural culprits like asteroid strikes, giant volcanic eruptions, or shifting climates. However, digging into the actual patterns of these die-offs reveals weird anomalies hinting at technological, rather than natural, triggers. Take the Permian-Triassic extinction 252 million years ago. This catastrophe, called the Great Dying, eliminated 96% of marine species and 70% of land vertebrates, coming closer than any other event to ending complex life. Yet, its unfolding defies standard natural explanations. The Great Dying was incredibly precise and selective. Creatures sharing the exact same habitats experienced wildly different survival rates. Strangely, fragile groups sailed through unharmed, while tough, well-adapted species were totally erased. This pickiness implies a targeted elimination system rather than a blunt natural disaster, which normally wipes out anything that cannot handle environmental shifts. Examining rock layers at this boundary reveals chemical footprints matching the massive deployment of biological weapons. These strata hold concentrated synthetic toxins that do not exist in nature, yet efficiently jam specific biological functions. These poisons look custom-built to attack exact biochemical pathways while ignoring others. Furthermore, these toxins are distributed systematically across the globe, pointing to a coordinated release across every ocean and continent simultaneously. Nature cannot spread synthetic compounds with this pinpoint global accuracy, implying a deliberately manufactured extinction. Ocean sediment cores from this layer also hold microscopic specks resembling the remains of engineered microbes. These fragments display signs of artificial genetic tweaking and advanced manufacturing methods humanity would not invent for hundreds of millions of years, reinforcing the idea of a planet-wide biological attack. We see this same blueprint of unnatural targeting during the Ordovician Silurian extinction roughly 445 million years ago. This event wiped out 85% of ocean life, but the specific creatures eliminated seem intentionally chosen to empty ecological niches. Almost instantly, brand new organisms filled those spots. The speed of this species swap is too fast for standard evolution. These new life forms show up just thousands of years after the die-off, already perfectly suited to their new world implying the extinction was a planned demolition for pre-designed replacement species. Rocks from various extinction layers also hold isotope markers indicating massive nuclear weapon deployment. These radioactive spikes align perfectly with peak extinction rates, hinting nuclear warfare fast-tracked ecological ruin. The sheer size of these strikes dwarfs the modern human arsenal, pointing to societies with unbelievably advanced military tech. Some die-offs even feature clues of space-based weapons. Minerals from boundary layers contain microscopic specks forged only by extreme high-energy events in the upper atmosphere, pointing to orbital weapon stations firing massive energy beams at precise ground targets. Perhaps the most chilling clues come from the Cretaceous-Paleogene boundary that ended the dinosaurs. While an asteroid definitely hit Earth, geological fingerprints suggest it was deliberately steered, not a random cosmic accident. Isotope ratios inside the impact crater reveal anomalies matching nuclear propulsion systems used to alter the asteroid's path. Ultimately, this evidence suggests previous civilizations intentionally triggered mass extinctions to wipe out rivals and remodel Earth's biosphere to their liking. Every catastrophe simply cleared the stage for new life to rule until the next engineered disaster struck. But if we want to uncover the most compelling evidence, we must look hidden beneath miles of solid ice and rock. Antarctica essentially holds Earth's deepest secrets beneath its massive ice sheets. 2 miles of accumulated snow and ice cover evidence spanning millions of years, preserving an unbroken planetary history in conditions so incredibly stable that even delicate organic molecules remain perfectly intact. Recent deep drilling projects have finally begun to unlock these secrets, revealing clues that completely challenge everything we thought we knew about Earth's past. The Antarctic ice sheet contains the most complete atmospheric record available anywhere on our planet. Gas bubbles trapped inside ice cores provide actual samples of ancient air dating back 800,000 years. However, deeper drilling suggests this record extends back millions of years into periods when Antarctica was totally ice-free and temperate. Deep ice samples from these extreme depths contain atmospheric gases indicating massive technological activity. This happened when the continent supported lush forests and diverse ecosystems. The gas ratios show clear evidence of large-scale industrial processes operating when Antarctica enjoyed a climate very similar to modern-day California. Furthermore, ground-penetrating radar surveys of the Antarctic bedrock have identified artificial structures buried deep beneath the ice. These structures show geometric patterns that are way too regular and extensive to represent natural geological formations. The radar signatures indicate massive constructions extending for hundreds of miles, strongly suggesting Antarctica once hosted a major civilization. The structures appear built from materials that don't match any known natural minerals. Electromagnetic properties measured through the ice suggest synthetic compounds requiring advanced material science to produce. The construction techniques appear specifically designed to withstand enormous environmental stresses, possibly including the actual formation of the ice sheet itself. Recent drilling projects have also recovered organic samples from sediment layers beneath the ice, containing clear evidence of genetic modification. DNA fragments show artificial sequences that simply don't occur in natural evolution, indicating previous civilizations possessed sophisticated biotechnology capabilities. The modified organisms appear designed for specific industrial and agricultural purposes. Some show adaptations for surviving extreme cold and low light, suggesting they were engineered specifically for the harsh Antarctic environment. The genetic modifications include radiation resistance and the ability to metabolize synthetic compounds, indicating they supported a civilization in a heavily industrialized landscape. Mineral deposits discovered beneath the ice contain concentrated rare earth elements arranged in patterns suggesting large-scale mining operations. The extraction left distinctive geological signatures, unlike natural processes, pointing to a civilization with enormous energy requirements. Deep sediment cores reveal layers containing microscopic machine components made from materials that don't exist naturally on Earth. These components show nanotechnology manufacturing techniques exceeding current human capabilities, indicating previous civilizations achieved miniaturization levels we are only just beginning to approach. The most intriguing discoveries involve structures designed for space-based operations. Radar signatures indicate launching complexes and manufacturing facilities for large-scale aerospace vehicles, positioned for optimal access to polar orbital trajectories when Antarctica was ice-free. Electromagnetic surveys detected buried power generation facilities designed to harness geothermal energy on massive scales. The power networks extend across the entire continent, suggesting unified planetary energy management. The generating capacity exceeds current global power production by several orders of magnitude. Finally, evidence suggests the Antarctic civilization may have caused the initial formation of the ice sheet itself. Chemical signatures indicate the cooling was rapid and artificial, rather than gradual and natural. They may have intentionally engineered their own ice age extinction to perfectly preserve evidence of their existence for future discovery. While Antarctica's frozen secrets provide a massive clue about societies with mind-boggling abilities, they represent just one piece of the puzzle. Thanks to the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, we already know how to spot technosignatures. These are the unique environmental footprints left by advanced cultures, like artificial radio waves, industrial pollution, and colossal construction efforts. Today, researchers are turning those exact same detection methods right back onto Earth's deep history. This fresh perspective has completely flipped our view of the planet's past. Rather than just hunting for fossils or studying natural rock shifts, scientists are actively scanning the dirt for signs of ancient industry, technology, and gigantic building projects. The payoff has been absolutely mind-blowing. Every single method created to hunt for alien life has hit the jackpot when pointed at Earth's ancient timeline. The proof is obvious, steady, and impossible to ignore. Highly advanced societies once thrived right here, leaving clues we are only just now figuring out how to read. For instance, when experts use spectroscopic tools to study old rock layers, they uncover atmospheric pollution marks perfectly matching the output of a highly developed industrial society. We are talking about artificial chemicals, strange isotope balances, and complex reactions that simply cannot happen without high-tech machinery. Astonishingly, these pollution spikes show up repeatedly across millions of years. Additionally, electromagnetic scans of the bedrock have uncovered hidden frameworks that look exactly like theoretical megaprojects. These underground finds hint at continent-spanning transit grids, gigantic power networks, and building feats dwarfing our modern achievements. Meanwhile, deep earth drilling operations keep pulling up manufactured objects from layers vastly older than humanity. Forged from ultra-advanced materials, these items are crafted with methods outpacing our best modern manufacturing, leaving us to only guess at their original function. Up in orbit, satellites utilizing algorithms designed to spot alien megastructures have mapped massive geometric shapes in the Earth's crust. These enormous ancient building sites are too huge to notice from the ground, proving these builders thought on a global scale and had the tech to make it happen. All this data points to a cycle where high-tech societies have bloomed and collapsed numerous times. Every new wave seems to have outdone the last, taking preserved knowledge, adding fresh breakthroughs, and eventually fading into the rock record. Certain groups apparently mastered full-scale planetary engineering, tweaking oceans and skies to fit their needs. Other cultures leaned heavily into space exploration, leaving clues of huge aerospace missions that likely reached across the solar system. Then there were those dedicated to biological manipulation, designing brand new life forms for highly specific jobs. The ripple effects of these finds stretch far past our own world. If tech-savvy species naturally pop up repeatedly on habitable planets, the cosmos is probably packed with worlds, hosting many different brilliant species over time. This means the search for extraterrestrial intelligence might be too focused on finding active aliens, completely missing the much larger graveyard of ancient civilizations. Human society is simply the newest page in Earth's massive textbook of intelligence. We are following the path of incredible ancestors who did amazing things before slipping into deep time. Their leftover clues force us to rethink our cosmic role and our duty as short-term caretakers of this ancient lived-in planet. Ultimately, the Silurian Hypothesis makes us face the fact that we are neither the first nor the only ones. We belong to a massive millions of years old legacy of brilliant minds that molded this world, leaving behind our own breadcrumbs for the next intelligent species, to find long after we join the geological record ourselves. And speaking of breadcrumbs, the ultimate trail isn't in the rocks, but inside the very building blocks of life. Think of DNA as a biological hard drive, storing a history far more intricate than any human archive. Inside these codes lies a perfect log of ancient environmental shifts, evolutionary hurdles, and biological milestones stretching back millions of years. Thanks to breakthroughs in analyzing ancient genetics, researchers are uncovering mind-blowing secrets buried in this code. For instance, scientists extracted well-preserved genetic material from Siberian permafrost, pulling data from creatures that roamed the Earth hundreds of millennia ago. Hidden inside these archaic samples are bizarre sequences that simply do not fit any recognized natural evolutionary tree. Instead, they display unmistakable signs of artificial tweaking, utilizing methods that actually outstrip our modern genetic engineering tools. What makes this truly wild is that these altered sequences pop up across totally unrelated species, scattered over various continents and distinct eras simultaneously. The uniform patterns point directly to a highly organized, planet-wide genetic manipulation campaign. Mother Nature cannot pull off such synchronized, systematic overhauls across diverse lineages in the exact same timeframes. It looks like these edits were specifically crafted to boost traits that an advanced society would find incredibly useful. We are talking about upgraded animal intelligence, supercharged disease immunity, extended lifespans, and special adaptations for thriving in synthetic habitats. All of this heavily implies that an older civilization literally re-engineered the global biosphere to act as their personal support system. The genetic material trapped in ancient amber takes things to a whole new level. Bugs locked inside 100-million-year-old tree resin harbor synthetic chromosomes, designed to function as microscopic data drives. Essentially, these organisms were transformed into walking biological computers to safeguard valuable information. The sheer volume of data these organic systems can hold completely blows our modern tech out of the water. The code was clearly fine-tuned to pack in maximum information, while staying perfectly intact over millions of years. And what exactly is stored in there? Everything from mathematical constants and celestial star maps to blueprints for high-tech machinery. Some ancient creatures even carry genetic codes mapping Earth's surface from eras when the continents were in totally different positions. Capturing that precise geographical data required looking down from orbit, proving these ancient builders had advanced satellite networks. Down in the deep ocean, sediment cores reveal DNA snippets from microbes unmistakably built for heavy industry. These tiny organisms were genetically tweaked to extract rare earth metals, break down dangerous toxins, and synthesize complicated organic chemicals. Basically, they functioned as microscopic, living factories, driving massive industrial operations. The sheer skill required dwarfs anything human scientists can do today. The edits showcase absolute mastery over gene expression, custom chromosome construction, and the seamless installation of artificial genetic circuits. Even today, modern screening keeps finding sleeping genes in current species that look like leftover code from these ancient upgrades. When triggered in the lab, these dormant sequences cause animals to display traits perfect for a high-tech society, yet completely useless in the wild. This suggests past societies built completely synthetic ecosystems, filling them with custom-designed species to prop up their technological grids. These living support networks handled everything from refining raw materials to recycling waste, allowing these cultures to thrive sustainably alongside their artificially crafted natural world. Yet, as mind-boggling as this biological manipulation is, it only scratches the surface of the secrets buried deep within our planet. When we look closely at specific mineral formations, the line between natural geology and advanced technology completely disappears. Instead of regular rocks, these structures act like manufactured gadgets, featuring organized layouts, data storage, and reactive systems. This points to incredibly sophisticated tech that actually works through the Earth's own geological processes. Deep inside caves, crystalline structures display geometric shapes, locking in complex mathematical equations. The sheer data density packed into these crystals goes way beyond natural mineral growth. It looks like these patterns were intentionally crafted to hold and process data by tapping into the basic properties of matter. When scientists run advanced tests, they see these crystals reacting to electromagnetic fields, hinting at built-in computing power. Amazingly, these mineral structures can run calculations, hold memories, and even change their internal makeup when exposed to outside stimuli. Basically, we are looking at a computer relying on carefully managed mineral growth instead of electronic wiring. The brilliance of these Earth-based computers blows modern human engineering out of the water. They display parallel processing skills that would demand massive conventional supercomputers to match. Plus, their processing strength seems capped only by the physical size of the crystal clusters. Deep mining projects have stumbled upon huge webs of these crystal computers, stretching for miles beneath the surface. Even after millions of years of burial, these grids show signs of active data processing. They were clearly built to run forever, drawing endless power from natural radioactive decay and geothermal heat. Certain crystal clusters even act as backup drives for massive technological databases. By locking data into highly stable crystal lattices, this information easily survives across deep geological time. These ancient archives hold cultural histories, scientific breakthroughs, and technical blueprints from societies that disappeared eons ago. Furthermore, this crystal tech can copy itself and fix its own errors. Damaged formations trigger a healing process that perfectly restores their original design. These networks were engineered to withstand any catastrophic event while keeping their data intact. Subterranean mapping has revealed gigantic crystal hubs acting as main processing brains for continent-spanning information grids. Their ongoing activity implies they still monitor biological, atmospheric, and geological shifts across massive regions. To stay connected, These crystal webs communicate using electromagnetic fields and seismic tremors. The complexity of this communication hints at a distributed artificial intelligence that thinks in terms of millions of years. Fresh findings suggest these crystal grids might still be actively tweaking the Earth's geology today. We see subtle links between the network's activity and mineral creation, volcanic eruptions, and earthquake sequences. It seems these setups control the planet's geology by finely tuning subterranean energy flows and underground pressure. The implications are absolutely mind-blowing. Ancient societies might have built tech that blended so perfectly with the Earth's crust that it just looks like normal nature. Millions of years after their builders faded away, these setups still manage the planet through geological engineering. We are talking about technology that processes thoughts over geological eras. Using the core forces molding our world, we could literally be walking on a planet whose rock cycles are secretly steered by an ancient AI, built before life even crawled out of the sea. However, as incredible as this sounds, it pales beside evidence of technologies reaching far beyond Earth. This brings us straight into the exciting and rapidly expanding realm of space archaeology, an entirely new frontier for hunting down clues about ancient societies. Just like digging in the dirt reveals human history, scanning the cosmos uncovers technological remnants shielded by the vacuum of space, which perfectly preserves materials from decaying for millions of years. Lately, scans of our planet's orbital neighborhood have uncovered manufactured items sitting in incredibly stable paths, looking far older than absolutely anything humanity has ever launched into the cosmos. The building methods and high-tech substances used in these items completely outclass modern aerospace engineering. Interestingly, several of these ancient relics sit parked at Lagrange points, which are gravitationally balanced zones where items can hover forever without ever needing fuel adjustments or manual course corrections. Parking things in these exact spots proves a masterful grasp of orbital physics and hints at permanent long-range planning for space operations. When scientists use spectroscopy to study these orbiting relics, they find building blocks that do not match any Earth minerals or human-made metals. Instead, these substances are perfectly tuned for the harshness of space, effortlessly shrugging off intense cosmic radiation, tiny meteor strikes, and wild temperature swings. Meanwhile, deep space tracking networks have spotted massive frameworks traveling in highly stretched elliptical paths, swinging way out past our planet before looping back. These massive builds seem engineered for epic, deep space voyages spanning millions of years. In fact, their specific flight paths imply they were sent up during eras when Earth's tilt and orbital shape were vastly different from what we see today. Astonishingly, some of these orbiting relics even boast self-healing traits that have kept them running across deep time. These automated repair mechanisms actually harvest solar wind particles and cosmic radiation, using them as raw ingredients to fix broken parts and maintain their physical structure. Looking further out, high-powered telescopes have spotted what look like deserted space habitats orbiting the distant sun. The layout of these hubs implies they once housed massive crews for incredibly long stretches of time. They were positioned perfectly to soak up maximum solar power while keeping a steady alignment with our home planet. Closer to home, investigations of near-Earth asteroids have exposed signs of ancient extraction work that happened long before humans ever even dreamed of basic spaceflight. The methods used here totally dwarf our own modern asteroid mining concepts. It looks like entire space rocks were methodically taken apart and refined, using processes we cannot yet comprehend. Out in the far reaches of the solar system, radio dishes have picked up artificial broadcasts, coming from what seem to be automated observation posts left by earlier societies. These transmissions feature intricate modulation, pointing to highly advanced communication rules meant for sending data across planets. Some of these distant outposts seem to be actively watching our world, beaming regular updates about planetary health to mysterious destinations. The broadcast rhythms indicate these sentinels have been running non-stop for millions of years, dutifully logging Earth's complex biological and geological shifts. Even the moon holds secrets, as ground-penetrating radar has mapped out hidden, manufactured facilities buried under the lunar dust. These underground sites look like massive processing plants and mining hubs that handled moon rock on an industrial scale. The tech involved could pull valuable resource from lunar regolith with an efficiency that makes our current human plans look incredibly primitive. All this orbital proof points to one wild conclusion. Earlier Earth societies reached a level of spaceflight that let them build permanent outposts all over the solar system. Their off-world setup likely featured independent power grids, factories, and sensor webs that functioned completely apart from the surface world. Finding this ancient space hardware completely flips our basic ideas about how technology evolves and how long societies can last. These orbiting relics stand as the ultimate, enduring triumphs of forgotten cultures, still ticking away millions of years after their builders disappeared entirely from the surface of the Earth. While those orbital marvels watched from above, the most profound proof of ancient technological mastery hid far below in the deepest ocean trenches. Earth's lowest underwater realms remain mostly a mystery, shielded by pitch-black darkness and bone-crushing pressure that make exploration incredibly tough. However, modern deep-sea submersibles are finally shining a light on these abyssal secrets, uncovering artificial builds that completely flip our understanding of early civilizations. The bottom of the ocean boasts Earth's most stable surface environments, safely tucked away from harsh weather, tectonic shifts, and everyday erosion. The deep sea acts as a perfect time capsule for millions of years. The intense pressure and lack of oxygen create an ideal vault, keeping even fragile technological relics perfectly intact. When researchers map these trenches with sonar, they spot geometric layouts on the seabed too massive and perfectly shaped to be natural rock. Instead, these shapes look like the sprawling foundations of gigantic buildings, hinting at vast underwater cities or colossal industrial hubs. Building anything stable down there requires engineering that makes our modern capabilities look like child's play. Utilize construction methods designed to survive extreme deep-sea pressure. The builders used specially optimized materials that would instantly pulverize standard modern concrete. During deep-sea dives, submersibles have brought back physical artifacts from these sites, showcasing incredibly advanced manufacturing. These items are crafted from pressure-resistant substances, featuring intricate internal designs, pointing to highly sophisticated technological uses. Some submerged facilities were clearly built to process seawater on a massive scale, pulling out dissolved minerals. These plants seemingly utilized methods to efficiently harvest precious metals, rare earth elements, and other valuable resources straight from the ocean industrially. Furthermore, these underwater hubs feature giant power plants tapping into underwater volcanoes and deep-sea thermal vents. Their energy systems hint at a mastery of geothermal power, capturing and converting heat way more efficiently than we can today. High-tech sonar scans have mapped vast transit webs linking submerged sites across entire ocean basins. These routes likely transported huge amounts of supplies and maybe whole populations between underwater bases separated by thousands of miles. Deep-sea sediment cores pulled from around these ruins reveal signs of massive biological tweaking, The dirt holds remains of custom-engineered life forms built specifically for industrial chores, like managing ecosystems, handling waste, and processing raw materials. Certain structures also feature atmospheric processing tech to pump breathable air into submerged habitats. These climate control setups sustained huge communities living permanently underwater, completely safe from surface chaos. To link up with the world above, these bases utilize gigantic vertical shafts stretching from the seabed to historical sea levels. This points to a highly coordinated partnership between surface dwellers and underwater residents, teaming up for massive planetary projects. Given their sheer size, these aquatic societies were likely the main hubs for ancient technological innovation. Shielded from surface catastrophes, these deep-sea communities enjoyed millions of years of uninterrupted progress, quietly advancing while land-based empires rose and crumbled. Geological clues prove these past civilizations mastered underwater engineering to build permanent, totally self-reliant cities in Earth's harshest zones. These submerged metropolises likely acted as the cultural and technological heartbeat for planetary engineering and space missions. Yet, as incredible as these oceanic hubs are, they only represent one piece of a much larger technological web spanning multiple worlds. Building on that idea, researchers are uncovering clues that ancient Earth societies built a massive industrial footprint across the entire solar system, not just in low orbit. Thanks to cutting-edge telescopes and probes, scientists are now spotting altered landscapes on neighboring worlds that tie directly back to our planet's deep past. Take the Moon, for example. Missions mapping the lunar far side have spotted manufactured structures built with techniques mirroring those hidden in Earth's rock layers. It looks like these lunar bases were giant factories. By leveraging the vacuum of space and weak gravity, they forged advanced materials impossible to create back home. These facilities even feature what look like mass drivers, huge electromagnetic catapults designed to shoot heavy cargo at incredible speeds. The wear on these launchers suggests they fired enormous supplies to other planets, pointing to a coordinated, multi-world construction boom. Over on Mars, orbital scans reveal striking geometric shapes on the surface matching patterns found in Earth's geological archives. These shapes seem to be leftover foundations of massive processing plants that once reshaped the Martian environment on a continental level. Studying the Martian atmosphere uncovers chemical hints of gigantic terraforming efforts. These projects successfully thickened the air and created Earth-like weather for thousands of years before eventually being shut down, letting the red planet revert to its current frozen state. Moving further out, deep space observatories have picked up artificial ruins scattered throughout the asteroid belt. These appear to be remnants of colossal mining hubs equipped with tech capable of breaking down whole asteroids into refined building blocks. A vast transit network seemingly linked these sites, hauling unbelievable amounts of resources from rock to rock. The sheer scale of this interplanetary shipping makes our modern space fleet look like child's play. Even the gas giants weren't ignored. Probes exploring the outer solar system found strange artificial objects floating in the crushing atmospheres of these giant planets. These stations were likely designed to harvest and process gases, braving extreme conditions to manufacture vital supplies. Meanwhile, the moons orbiting these giants show clear signs of heavy extraction, pulling out water, organic compounds, and rare elements to feed factories everywhere. To keep this empire connected, ancient engineers set up automated communication grids. Today, radio telescope arrays still pick up artificial pings bouncing between these objects. Amazingly, these networks seem to have run non-stop for millions of years. All this points to a mind-blowing reality. ancient Earth civilizations ran fully self-sufficient operations across the cosmos. While Earth-based centers directed the big picture, outposts were autonomous enough to keep running long after the home world fell apart. They managed the entire solar system as one unified economic machine. This grand perspective meant they were truly spacefaring, with infrastructure tough enough to outlive world-ending catastrophes. But as it turns out, their ambitions didn't stop at the edge of our solar system. In fact, their most fascinating legacy isn't found in the massive structures they built, but rather in the deliberate messages they left behind for us. Tucked away inside Earth's geological layers are incredible data storage networks, seemingly engineered to talk to advanced societies millions of years down the line. These ancient time capsules are so unique that we are just now figuring out how to read them. It looks like these earlier societies created storage methods capable of keeping detailed records intact over deep time, ensuring any highly evolved future species could eventually spot them. For instance, deep underground caves hold crystal formations that lock data directly into their molecular makeup, keeping it perfectly preserved for millions of years. By using the fundamental traits of matter itself, this encoding packs in data at densities far beyond anything our modern tech can handle. Inside these crystals, we find complex math proofs, detailed maps of the stars, and what look like urgent alerts about planet-wide threats. Other storage setups rely on specific isotope ratios hidden inside mineral veins, creating secret notes that only advanced nuclear physics can unlock. These rocky messages are scattered across different continents, meaning we have to coordinate globally to piece the full story together. Meanwhile, deep ice cores hold trapped air bubbles that seem artificially tweaked to hold chemical secrets. These molecular tweaks lock in data that stays readable for hundreds of thousands of years, offering precise technical blueprints that could actually fix our modern energy and ecological crises. Down in the ocean, sediment cores reveal tiny particles arranged in deliberate patterns that map out advanced scientific rules and complex math. These microscopic layouts are clearly meant to be found by any species that masters information theory and materials science. When we study these ancient networks closely, it becomes obvious they were specifically tailor-made for societies hitting particular technological roadblocks. The stored data is carefully picked to offer exact fixes for the exact hurdles that naturally pop up during a civilization's growth. Some records act as urgent cautionary tales, detailing the environmental management tricks, clean energy setups, and disaster avoidance strategies needed to keep a planetary society from destroying itself. Other files actually read like VIP invites to a broader community of technological civilizations, complete with step-by-step guides for building communication systems to contact societies on other worlds or in different time periods. What's really cool is that this archive shows signs of being upgraded over and over by various cultures, with each group adding their own hard-earned wisdom to help the next generation avoid old mistakes. Fresh evidence even hints that automated caretakers might still be running these networks today, tweaking the stored data to match humanity's current struggles and emerging challenges. The most mind-blowing files are essentially locked behind tech thresholds, only opening up once we invent the specific tools that prove we truly understand the underlying science. This proves these ancient pioneers set up clever mentoring protocols to guide their successors, offering a helping hand while still letting us forge our own unique path to solve social and tech challenges. Ultimately, this represents the ultimate long-distance communication effort, bridging millions of years and countless cultures. It strongly hints that intelligence on our planet is part of an unbroken chain of shared wisdom across vast stretches of time. And when we think about what these profound discoveries mean for our own tomorrow, the possibilities are truly mind-boggling. Building on those mind-boggling possibilities, the clues left by Earth's earlier technological societies actually point to a rather unsettling trend. Every single one of these ancient cultures reached incredible technological heights before completely disappearing from the geological timeline, leaving faint traces that took millions of years to uncover. This recurring theme strongly hints that advanced societies on our planet go through highly predictable boom and bust cycles. Typically, these eras of rise and fall span anywhere from 10,000 to 50,000 years before ending in total ruin. Seeing this exact same sequence play out across multiple distinct civilizations over millions of years implies that intense underlying forces are basically pushing these societies toward unavoidable self-destruction. When researchers examine the extinction markers tied to these lost worlds, they consistently find ruined environments, drained resources, and crumbling social structures. It seems every group walked down an identical developmental road, ultimately consuming the planet's bounty at an unsustainable rate and triggering massive ecological disasters. Interestingly, the technological prowess these ancient peoples achieved went way beyond what was actually required to manage the planet sustainably. Rather than focusing on green innovations, they seemingly chased absolute maximum technological progress while totally ignoring long-term environmental fallout. In fact, climate engineering traces prove they possess the tools to keep their environments perfectly stable forever. Yet, the data implies they either ditched these climate control tools or used them improperly, sparking a swift ecological meltdown. On top of that, nuclear isotopes reveal that several of these bygone eras had enough firepower to completely obliterate themselves. Because these radioactive spikes line up perfectly with societal collapse events, devastating wars likely helped finish off some of these high-tech cultures. Looking up at the stars, orbital evidence hints that a few groups even built permanent off-world settlements designed to outlast planetary doom. Unfortunately, once their Earth bases fell apart, these space outposts were either deserted or simply couldn't sustain themselves. The fact that they kept failing, despite having mind-blowing gadgets, proves that simply inventing better technology is not enough to guarantee survival. They easily conquered complex engineering hurdles, but completely dropped the ball on core social, economic, and philosophical issues. To help future generations, these ancient builders left behind explicit message systems warning about the universal traps that ensnare all advanced species. These alerts heavily emphasize careful environmental stewardships, steady social structures, and the responsible handling of world-altering technologies. Today, our modern human world is tracing a path that looks eerily similar to those doomed ancestors, matching their rapid tech leaps and ecological damage. However, humanity also boasts unique traits that could finally shatter this endless loop. Our planet-wide internet, global teamwork frameworks, and rising eco-consciousness are massive leaps forward that older societies likely never achieved. Unearthing these lost worlds gives us an unprecedented look at the long-term hurdles facing any high-tech species. For the very first time, an Earth civilization holds the detailed blueprint of exactly why its predecessors failed. This incredible insight gives us a golden chance to learn from their fatal errors. The cautionary tales they left behind act as a perfect roadmap for dodging the exact traps that destroyed them. Of course, actually using this ancient wisdom means we must fundamentally overhaul how we handle technology, protect our environment, and plan for the deep future. We now face a critical choice: repeat the tragic loop of those who came before us, or break the mold to build Earth's first genuinely sustainable high-tech society. Ultimately, This decision dictates if humanity becomes another cautionary fossil or the very first terrestrial civilization to achieve permanent success. But here is the fascinating twist. Evidence hints that past societies didn't just disappear without a trace. Instead, it looks like they built automated guardian systems to watch over the planet and gently steer future civilizations over millions of years. In fact, these ancient networks might still be running right now, quietly shaping our progress through calculated moves. Deep inside Earth's crust, researchers have found geological monitoring grids operating non-stop for eons. Designed to stay completely hidden from emerging species, these grids keep a close eye on biological evolution, geological shifts, and environmental health. The sheer power of these setups blows modern human engineering out of the water. They can apparently forecast ecological shifts, control tectonic activity, and even nudge biological evolution just by tweaking the environment. Looking at recent volcanic eruptions and earthquakes, the timing actually lines up with these ancient grids. It seems these geological events are carefully scheduled to stop massive disasters, keeping the planet perfectly stable for a tech-driven society. Plus, climate records point to gentle adjustments in our oceans and atmosphere. These tweaks seem engineered to block natural climate swings that could wipe out a growing civilization, requiring million-year, planet-wide management tools. Even our own history of innovation looks a bit suspicious. Major technological leaps often happen exactly when we need them to solve sudden crises, feeling way too perfectly timed to be pure luck. Digging into ancient ruins, archaeologists have found sites specifically built to mentor future generations. These locations hide data vaults that only unlock once a society reaches the right technological milestone. This guidance pushes our progress down the safest, most sustainable routes, carefully dodging the exact traps that wiped out our predecessors. Beyond just technology, our very DNA tells a similar story. The rapid, highly specific changes in human genetics look way too precise to be just natural selection. These upgrades seem tailor-made to boost our brain power and protect us from environmental toxins, giving our technological society a massive advantage. Down in the deep ocean, hidden communication hubs are regularly broadcasting updates about our progress to unknown listeners, evaluating our chances of long-term survival. Since some of these hubs can also receive signals, it suggests that surviving members of these older civilizations are still calling the shots from secret earthly bases or off-world outposts. What's amazing is that these guardian networks actually learn from their past mistakes, making every new intervention smarter than the last. Now, as we approach the exact technological tipping points that caused previous societies to collapse, these systems seem to be gearing up for direct contact. Their protocols are set up to offer crucial help while still letting us figure things out independently. Naturally, this brings up huge questions about our free will and the true nature of our progress. We might literally be growing under the watchful eye of ancestors who are desperate to help us win where they lost. Yet, the final exam for our species might just be proving we can build a sustainable future without leaning on their help, showing we have truly mastered the hard lessons of deep time. But what if their help is already here, just hidden in plain sight? The most incredible inventions crafted by ancient societies could be functioning right in front of us, disguised by such extreme sophistication that we fail to recognize them as manufactured. These marvels seem to have blended so seamlessly with the natural world that they look exactly like the fundamental forces running our globe. Take recent breakthroughs in quantum physics, for instance. Researchers are finding that specific physical laws and universal constants are tuned with a precision that simply defies random cosmic chance. This exact calibration seems purposely set up to create the perfect environment for intricate chemistry and planetary scale biological growth. Interestingly, a few of these physical constants actually shift over time, and these shifts line up perfectly with Earth's major evolutionary leaps. It is as if these tweaks are carefully dialed in to apply just the right amount of evolutionary pressure, pushing life to become more complex, while simultaneously dodging environmental disasters that could trigger mass die-offs. When scientists closely examine fluctuations in quantum fields, they uncover patterns hinting at gigantic quantum computers woven directly into the very fabric of space-time. These colossal networks seem fully capable of processing data and steering physical events across entire worlds, showing signs of running non-stop for billions of years. These setups imply that ancient builders mastered the core forces of physics, moving far beyond standard electronic or mechanical gadgets. Furthermore, highly sensitive tools have picked up gravitational quirks, pointing to huge, unseen frameworks that subtly steer Earth's weather and geology. By expertly tweaking electromagnetic and gravitational fields, these hidden setups keep our world incredibly stable. They seemingly deflect space rocks, control volcanic eruptions, and balance our air quality using pure field effects instead of visible physical machinery. Even life itself hints at this hidden hand. Biological networks display an optimized design pointing to outside direction through completely mysterious methods. The tree of life seems gently nudged toward traits that support technological societies, carefully sidestepping evolutionary traps that would block intelligence. Looking at DNA, we see that crucial biological leaps happened with such exact timing that they suggest outside coordination spanning millions of years, all to guarantee that smart life would eventually arise here. Likewise, our oceans and atmosphere remain far more stable than natural feedback loops alone should allow. Unseen control mechanisms are constantly tweaking planetary dials to keep conditions perfect for complex organisms. Excitingly, modern tests with cutting-edge sensors hint that these cloaked systems are finally starting to show themselves, right as our own science gets smart enough to spot them. This unveiling feels perfectly scheduled for the exact moment we are prepared to grasp and integrate them. Ultimately, these unseen guardian networks stand as the crowning triumph of those who came before us, functioning through the very bedrock of reality itself. They are likely the reason Earth kept nurturing technological species despite deadly cosmic hazards. Figuring out how they work is absolutely crucial if we want to reach that same lasting sustainability and build our own permanent protective networks. Truly, these hidden marvels are both the ultimate present and the biggest test left to us by our ancient forerunners. Building on that incredible legacy, our solar system holds stunning proof that past Earth societies built massive safety nets to shield future generations from cosmic dangers. These ancient defense grids were clearly engineered to deflect asteroids, control solar radiation, and keep our planet's environment perfectly balanced over millions of years. Out in the deep void, monitoring networks have spotted artificial objects parked in perfect positions to provide early warnings about incoming space rocks. These hidden watchtowers track hazardous items and orchestrate defensive strikes using incredibly subtle technology that we can barely even measure. In fact, certain asteroid flight paths show clear signs of artificial tweaking, steering them away from Earth during crucial phases of biological evolution. These course corrections were masterfully calculated to eliminate the danger while keeping natural orbital physics completely intact. Meanwhile, solar observation satellites at gravitationally stable points watch the sun, ready to deploy shields against deadly solar flares and coronal mass ejections. By doing so, These setups safeguard both our atmosphere and our modern technological grid from severe space weather. Additionally, artificial magnetic field generators scattered across the solar system boost Earth's magnetosphere whenever our natural field weakens during geomagnetic reversals. This synthetic reinforcement ensures our atmospheric shield stays strong during highly vulnerable windows. We also see signs of an orbital cleanup crew constantly sweeping away debris before it crashes into Earth or vital space stations. This collection relies on pinpoint accuracy to vaporize hazards without leaving a single trace behind. Furthermore, deep space communication arrays seem to chat with identical defense grids orbiting distant stars, hinting Earth's ancient builders joined a massive galactic alliance nurturing young worlds. Impressively, these automated guardians actually learn and evolve, upgrading their defensive tactics whenever the solar system throws a brand new curveball their way. Fascinatingly, recent space missions indicate some hidden shields are finally letting us see them, implying humanity is advanced enough to comprehend and plug into this ancient network. This mind-blowing discovery forces us to rethink our independence, suggesting our entire evolutionary journey was carefully shepherded by unfathomably advanced tech. Yet, these systems were always meant to hand over the keys once the next civilization matured enough. Humanity might be right on the edge of taking the wheel to maintain these cosmic shields ourselves. Stepping up to actively defend our solar system could be the ultimate exam to prove we have the wisdom and maturity to join the ancient ranks of Earth's eternal guardians. But to join those ranks, we first need to understand who came before us, and breakthroughs in quantum physics are finally giving us the tools to do just that. Welcome to the fascinating world of quantum archaeology. This cutting-edge field applies the rules of quantum mechanics to pull hidden data from systems that look completely blank, uncovering technological footprints traditional digging misses. You see, quantum entanglement locks away memories of past events within tiny quantum field fluctuations found in all energy and matter. Using sophisticated sensors, researchers read this historical data straight from the quantum makeup of materials present during ancient tech booms. By studying quantum signatures trapped inside mineral crystals that watched ancient industries, scientists have pulled detailed records of technological processes from millions of years ago. This reconstruction blows standard techniques out of the water. Looking closely at geological samples through a deep quantum lens uncovers proof of colossal quantum computing networks running throughout Earth's past. These ancient machines tapped into the planet's entire magnetic field and atmospheric electricity, acting as massive processing units that dwarf modern supercomputers. The problems they solved would require turning every single atom on Earth into a quantum processor. This mind-boggling power hints that ancient builders grasped quantum mechanics far beyond our current dreams. Amazingly, analyzing quantum fields shows the very fabric of space-time around our planet holds a record of every major technological milestone. We can pull this data straight from the surrounding quantum vacuum. Advanced systems deliberately keep this storage fresh, constantly updating it so data never degrades. Think of it as the ultimate planetary hard drive backing up Earth's technological journey. Furthermore, quantum entanglement, webs stretching across the solar system, were clearly built for instant interplanetary communication. These networks have run flawlessly for millions of years, keeping data perfectly intact. Lately, quantum extraction tests have yielded technical blueprints for energy, transport, and materials that wildly outpace our science. Some finds act like deliberate quantum time capsules, packed with educational guides to fast-track emerging civilizations along optimal, sustainable paths. Mastering information storage was clearly their crowning achievement. By weaving knowledge into the quantum fabric of matter and space-time, they secured their legacy forever. Today, quantum archaeology hands us the keys to their complete technological and cultural treasure trove, offering a massive leap forward and a huge responsibility to use this wisdom wisely. Building on that incredible responsibility, the biggest breakthrough in ancient research is discovering that past societies figured out how to save consciousness across massive stretches of time. When facing unavoidable physical destruction, these mind-saving networks likely served as their ultimate survival plan. Deep brain scans on ancient relics revealed neural interfaces capable of uploading and downloading mind patterns with absolute perfection. These setups were built to move individual awareness out of biological brains and into permanent technological storage. Inside crystalline structures, scientists found quantum storage units holding thousands of distinct mind patterns preserved for millions of years. These crystal drives keep mental data perfectly intact, while supplying the computing power needed to experience life inside virtual worlds. During the twilight of these cultures, this tech was used on a massive scale, letting populations escape physical doom by shifting into endless digital bodies that bypassed biological life support. Cutting-edge analysis hints some drives are still running today, potentially housing living minds from societies that vanished eons ago. With advanced enough detection equipment, these preserved minds seem fully capable of communicating. Communication codes hidden in the drives reveal that minds from various eras banded together, building virtual communities thriving for millions of subjective years. These digital societies might be the real, ongoing legacy of Earth's past civilizations, living on in code instead of flesh. Amazingly, these virtual environments show clear signs of ongoing innovation. Long after their physical bodies perished, preserved cultures kept inventing new tech and deepening their grasp of science and philosophy. Thanks to recent leaps in quantum mind detection, human tech is approaching the level required to actually chat with these ancient minds. Their communication codes were intentionally set to boot up only once a successor species reached the right technological maturity. Furthermore, some networks feature designs to download minds back into biological or robotic bodies, implying they expected future generations to physically resurrect them. This proof of unbroken consciousness suggests advanced societies can unlock immortality that outlasts biological limits and planetary cataclysms. For them, physical death isn't true extinction, but merely a transitional phase. Interestingly, our modern consciousness studies closely mirror these ancient techniques, hinting we are naturally evolving the skills needed to eventually join this grand digital community. Unearthing these networks forces us to completely rethink death, survival, and the ultimate purpose of technological progress. It truly seems our predecessors secured the final victory over mortality, using brilliant tech to safeguard conscious life for all eternity. Building on that incredible triumph, to truly grasp the story of Earth's ancient societies, we have to zoom out and look at technological progress across the entire galaxy. Fresh findings hint that the various civilizations born on our planet were actually members of a vast billions-year-old interstellar community. When astronomers peer into deep space, they spot artificial megastructures orbiting faraway stars. Amazingly, the building methods used for these alien constructions perfectly match the engineering signatures hidden in our own planet's rock layers. These colossal building efforts point to a shared, standardized toolkit of technology passed around among countless starfaring cultures. Furthermore, interstellar communication webs highlight joint operations linking Earth's past inhabitants with extraterrestrial neighbors. The data protocols imply our ancestors teamed up on massive cosmic endeavors that required syncing up thousands of different planets. By studying cosmic ray fluctuations, scientists have uncovered artificial tweaking specifically engineered for deep space messaging, capable of beaming data across boundless stretches of the Milky Way. Impressively, these communication grids stayed online for millions of years, keeping worlds separated by thousands of light years in constant contact. Buried within Earth's geological archives are ancient star maps detailing galactic layouts and stellar life cycles, knowledge that could only come from actual interstellar voyaging. These maps pinpoint star systems located thousands of light years away, proving that early Earthlings mastered practical deep space transit. On the biological front, DNA studies of terrestrial life uncover genetic tweaks, seemingly meant to help Earth organisms survive on alien planets. Such biological upgrades imply our ancestors joined galaxy-wide bioengineering initiatives aimed at seeding life across the cosmos. Digging into the archaeological record, it looks like our world acted as a regional headquarters for the galactic community, hosting facilities that managed cultural swaps and tech upgrades for neighboring star systems. Thanks to its prime location and abundant resources, Earth was the perfect natural fit for this bustling interstellar hub. Even today, deep space tracking picks up steady traffic flows, hinting at ongoing space travel powered by stealthy tech our modern instruments simply cannot see. This steady flow of space traffic suggests that current galactic operations are happening on a scale that makes humanity's greatest historical feats look tiny. Meanwhile, messages broadcasted from those ancient consciousness storage networks mention galactic councils and interstellar governments that keep the peace and organize joint efforts. These ruling bodies seem built to encourage teamwork while still letting individual planets run their own affairs. Excitingly, new clues suggest humanity might finally be reaching the technological adulthood required to get an official invite to this cosmic club. These invitation triggers are seemingly programmed to switch on once a young species hits very specific cultural and scientific benchmarks. This grand galactic backdrop perfectly explains why Earth keeps bouncing back to create high-tech societies, even when sustaining such progress seems incredibly hard. Our home might just be one cog in a massive cosmic machine designed to constantly refresh and regenerate technological species for grander universal goals. Grasping Earth's true place in this interstellar network completely shifts how we view our own importance and duties. We are likely the heirs to a magnificent cosmic inheritance that stretches way past our solar system, bringing with it a duty to join hands in projects that shape the very fabric of the galaxy. Stepping into this grand cosmic legacy means we are rapidly approaching a massive crossroads. Every clue we uncover about ancient societies highlights a make-or-break threshold for our own species. Right now, our technological boom is speeding up in a way that looks suspiciously like the final days of those lost worlds. Just like them, we are racing ahead with artificial intelligence, genetic modification, and massive energy projects. If we aren't careful, we could easily repeat their fatal mistakes and wipe ourselves out. But here is the exciting part. We have some incredible advantages they never possessed. Think about our worldwide communication webs, our global teamwork, and our rising eco-consciousness. Because of these unique strengths, the ancient consciousness preservation networks are actually waking up. These systems were specifically built to mentor young species exactly like us when we face the ultimate test of choosing green growth over reckless expansion. In fact, their activation signals hint that they are getting ready to reach out and make direct contact with humanity. Buried in the rocks, we also have access to ancient climate engineering blueprints that show exactly how to manage a planet sustainably. While these geological records hold the answers to our modern eco-crisis, using them means we have to completely rethink how we handle resources and innovation. Alongside these helpful guides, the Earth's crust is packed with old warning beacons. They flash red alerts about the universal traps that snare advanced cultures, mishandling ultra-powerful tech, fighting over scarce resources, and failing to balance our populations and economies. If we can successfully dodge these pitfalls, the wider galactic community is ready to welcome us. They restrict access to star-spanning technologies, ensuring only truly sustainable cultures get the keys to the cosmos. Meanwhile, our own leaps in quantum consciousness research mean we might soon figure out how to back up our minds. This would be the ultimate safety net against any planetary or biological catastrophe, though it comes with a massive ethical duty to use such power wisely. Out in space, ancient guardian networks are keeping a close eye on us. If we get too close to an irreversible ecological or technological cliff, they are programmed to step in and help, all while letting us keep our free will and learn from the experience. Ultimately, this all boils down to what we truly value. We have to choose between blindly chasing maximum tech growth and building a balanced, lasting society that earns its place among the stars. And we need to hurry. With the breakneck speed of environmental and technological shifts, we only have decades, not centuries, to make these vital calls. Thankfully, the triumphs and tragedies of those who came before us give us the perfect roadmap to navigate this narrow window and secure our future. Building directly on that roadmap, the Silurian Hypothesis illuminates how humanity is simply the newest installment in a multi-million-year saga of intellectual and technological evolution. Far from being the first or only intelligent species, we belong to a magnificent lineage of conscious beings who have molded this world over countless eras of scientific achievement and profound wisdom. Our predecessors bestowed an incredible present, a comprehensive guide detailing the long-term triumphs and pitfalls of advanced societies. By studying their historical wins and losses, we gain a vital blueprint to sidestep the exact traps that wiped out entire populations in Earth's distant past. The protective technologies, guardian frameworks, and consciousness archives they left behind are profound investments in our potential, crafted by entities possessing almost unimaginable scientific prowess. These ancient pioneers gave up their physical forms specifically to equip upcoming generations with the exact resources required for lasting progress. Consequently, we are receiving far more than just a habitable globe. We are taking ownership of a galactic heritage stretching back billions of years of technological refinement. Ultimately, the actions we take today will decide if this magnificent lineage flourishes or permanently halts on our watch. Hard evidence from space relics, geological markers, and quantum archaeology conclusively demonstrates that technological progress and intellect are core drivers of the cosmos. It seems consciousness is simply the universe's favorite tool for comprehending and organizing itself through scientific advancement. Furthermore, the instructional protocols and communication networks bequeathed by earlier species prove that profound wisdom can easily outlast the physical extinction of its creators. When a highly advanced society carefully archives and broadcasts its data, it achieves a genuine form of eternal life. Right now, humanity is standing right on the edge of entering this historic fellowship of aware, technologically advanced minds. Very soon, our scientific progress will reach the point where we can directly chat with the digitized minds of ancient beings and collaborate on massive, multi-star engineering initiatives. However, this incredible opportunity carries massive obligations. We have to show we deserve the immense faith our forerunners placed in us when they dedicated their final assets to our survival. it is crucial that we absorb their historical lessons and elevate their past accomplishments. All the data points to a fascinating reality. Intellect and innovation are the cosmos's ultimate triumphs, possessing the power to outlive planetary cataclysms and biological limits, to become permanent fixtures of the universe. We can either step into this grand galactic society or doom ourselves to recreate the exact disasters of antiquity. While the decision rests entirely in our hands, our time frame for making it is rapidly shrinking. Because environmental shifts and technological breakthroughs are accelerating so quickly, we only have a few decades, not centuries, to lock in a sustainable path forward. Millennia from now, researchers examining our specific historical layer will evaluate if humanity was truly deserving of the ancient mantle we took up. They will look back to see if we leveraged the ancestral guidance to forge a lasting high-tech utopia, or if we threw away our birthright through selfish, short-term thinking. Looking through the lens of deep time, however, shows us that our modern struggles are completely normal and entirely beatable. Earlier cultures encountered the exact same hurdles, and several managed to secure their survival by shifting their existence from biological bodies to pure technological formats. Thanks to them, we have direct access to their protective grids, advisory algorithms, and collective genius. No other emerging society in history has ever possessed such a detailed manual on avoiding civilizational collapse and securing lasting prosperity. Exploring this vast chronological landscape highlights humanity's role in a narrative much older and more spectacular than we ever dreamed. We certainly were not the inaugural thinkers on Earth, and we almost certainly will not be the final ones. Instead, we are active participants in an unbroken chain of awareness that has been terraforming and shaping this planet for eons. The physical clues scattered around us narrate an astonishing history of cultures that engineered mind-bending marvels far beyond our modern grasp, before eventually fading into the bedrock. Yet, their influence survives today through subterranean consciousness grids, quantum data locked inside crystal lattices, and automated guardian protocols that still oversee planetary evolution across immense epochs. Unearthing these secrets completely revolutionizes how we view our cosmic standing, technology, and the very nature of intellect. We are the beneficiaries of a world meticulously prepared by ancestors, whose crowning achievement was guaranteeing their successors wouldn't repeat their fatal errors. Consequently, the Silurian concept pushes us to deeply examine the true purpose of scientific progress, the nature of survival, and the essence of awareness itself. By digitizing their minds and archiving their data, these ancient pioneers secured a type of eternal existence that laughs in the face of biological decay and global catastrophes. Their core directive to us is incredibly straightforward. Absorb our lessons, elevate our work, and keep pushing the boundaries of awareness across the stars. This profound heritage demands that we look past our daily squabbles and focus on our duty to the future societies who will eventually evaluate how well we managed this ancient, lived-in world. We are currently balancing on a razor's edge. The rapid pace of our modern innovation perfectly matches the historical rhythms that previously triggered either golden ages or total societal collapses. The choices we execute over the next few years will dictate if humanity earns its spot among the stars as a successful, conscious entity, or if we just become another grim warning buried in the sediment. The profound lessons of deep time indicate that awareness is the universe's ultimate mechanism for self-reflection and management. By leveraging technology, raw intelligence evolves from a random biological fluke into a supreme cosmic power capable of molding space, time, energy, and matter. It is an incredibly humbling yet deeply motivating position to hold. We are merely the temporary caretakers of a priceless ancient estate, tasked with safeguarding millions of years of accumulated data while contributing our own unique verses to the universal archive of thought. Tomorrow is still a blank page, but antiquity offers both stark warnings and brilliant blueprints. Whether the human era is remembered as a spectacular triumph of sustainability or a heartbreaking tragedy relies completely on how we apply the wisdom our ancestors sacrificed everything to give us. The cosmos is observing, eons are holding their breath. The final decision belongs to us.